And what it says is it gives you a portion of a circle. We'll learn today what this portion is called, but here's all you know about it. You know that you have points A, B, C, and D, and it tells you that BD is a perpendicular bisector of segment AC. So that means that these two sides are the same length, and that BD is perpendicular to that segment AC. Okay, this is called a segment of a circle. Again, we'll talk about what that is. But what that means is if you imagine the remaining portion of this circle being sketched in, and you extended this side BD all the way through. The fact that this segment from B all the way to this phantom point down here is a perpendicular bisector to that chord AC, right? Because AC winds up being a chord of the entire circle. What do you know if a perpendicular bisector of a chord is always going to do what? One of the properties is it'll pass through the center, which means this whole segment from B, and I'm just going to label this point E. What is the whole length BE called? That whole segment is a diameter. It's a chord, and it passes through the center. So you have a diameter BE, and that's actually what they asked you to find, right? What is the diameter of this circle? And so now all you have to do is take the pieces of information they provide about the measures. They tell you that BD is 4, and they tell you that this whole length AC is 16. So if that's a perpendicular bisector, what does AD and DC each have to be? They're each half of 16. And so now you can use the property of intersecting chords of a circle, cut off segments whose products are equal. So we know that the product of AD times DC, 8 times 8, has to equal the product of BD times DE. Well, we don't know this DE, so let's call it X. So we know that this is going to be 4 times X. And now all we have to do is solve for X, divide both sides by 4. 4 goes into 8 twice. 2 times 8 is 16. So we know that this whole length here is 16 as well. And so what's the diameter of the whole circle? This 16 plus an additional 4. So your diameter winds up being